Yow.
Yo.
So, last time we were looking at Ori, right?
Yeah.
And like we were talking about you're playing like two pussy.
Yeah.
So, how have things gone since then?
Yeah. Better. I'm being more aggressive.
Okay.
It's going pretty well. I can punish a lot better the mid laner. But I'm still dying to some obvious ganks. But I think it's going better.
Okay. Um so it looks like we're actually looking at TF today. Are you just like going back and
Yeah.
forth?
No, I have more fun on TF.
Yeah, he is fun, isn't he?
Yeah.
Let me actually pull up your beach. Oh, you didn't put it in here. I can just look it up. Europe West. Okay, you're just playing both right now.
Yeah.
You're going back and forth a bit. Do you just do it based off matchup or what?
Yeah. Basically, when it's a melee champ, I'm going with TF.
Okay, that's actually a good way of doing it. So let me share screens. Okay, here we go. So what happened this game? Why are we reviewing it?
I think I won lane. I'm quite happy with the way I took some trades, but mid to late game, I don't know really what to do. Like on Ori, you said to always shadow in mid lane the other guys and then go collect the wave bot or top. And here I know that TF is more like a split pusher or something, but I'm pretty sure I made some very bad decision on this game.
Yeah, we'll probably have a lot to talk about if we're watching this from macro. We'll probably have a lot to talk about. TF's definitely like a much different kind of macro playstyle than Ori for sure. It's much more difficult. So we'll see how you did. First, we'll have to look at laning. As usual, always have to look at it.
I, I was quite happy with the first minutes.
Okay, let's see. Okay, a nice auto there. Yeah. Okay, that was okay. E second, yes sir. Nice. Okay, hit that. Nice. Yeah. This is the yes sir. Punish that ass. Yeah. See, that's what she gets. That was perfect. Now we just gotta kill her, and she's dead.
And I can't sell my auto on this one.
It's okay. Okay. So you've done the. Here's the good news. You did the parts that like most of this elo fucks up. Like she didn't get any CS without punishment. That's like your job, right? Then she like giga griefs. So I want you to look at like where you're standing here. So like she's really low, right?
Yeah.
So there's no reason for you to not be literally like right on top of these minions.
Yeah, I thought that if I stood more close to her, she wouldn't
Like
come to
bait.
the CS. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. That
I,
no,
I
that's. Go ahead. Keep going. Sorry.
yeah. So I was like baiting for her to come. I knew that I could kill her on the next raid, but I kind of fucked up the
Okay.
last total.
No, that's good. That's actually I said there's no reason. That's like the one reason that like I'll accept like one acceptable excuse where it's like, yeah, if you were actually trying to bait her, that's fine. That because then that's more advanced. I don't know if this elo, that's once you actually understand the lane, which seems like you do, you can do that. And then yeah, I mean, like, see, I'm not too worried about this. I'm not too worried about you not killing her there. Like, you canceled your auto, you didn't ignite, like, you did all the hard parts. So, that's good. That's definitely good so far. What item did you start? Okay. Corrupting pot. So, one thing with the corrupting potion here is, like, you can use it now. Like, you have such a big lead that, like, the more HP you have, like, you're missing, what, 150 HP, right? You look at your corrupting pot, gives 100 health. Like, this doesn't benefit you sitting at this HP, right?
Yeah, I think it's gonna kill me in the next few trades, but
You used it here at least. That's good. Yeah, good auto there. Oh boy. Okay, so let's talk about something here. This is more advanced, but it's important for TF, and especially in these melee matchups. So, okay, you're gonna crash this wave. So, like, you don't have to push fast right now. Do you know why?
Well, I think I pushed this wave because I thought that it was kind of a ganking jungler thing. I know it's a good thing that he comes, but I didn't very much like to be this far up without a big wave.
Okay, so regards to that part, the whole jungle thing, because your jungler's here, if you're hugging this side, right? If you're hugging the proper side of the lane, so if we're gonna get into the jungles now, and you know your jungler's here, you're literally just doing this, and then the moment Hecarim shows up, you're just walking towards Elise, holding the gold card, and then you guys are gonna kill them both, right?
Okay.
So, but do you? So now a whole nother concept here when it comes to the wave control. The reason why you don't have to push this really fast is if she, like, let's say she went off the screen and, like, she was maybe recalling, then pushing fast is like an option, like a good option. You still don't even have to, but it's a good option. You should, basically. But because she's not showing you that she might recall, you can start another slow push.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think I kind of pushed it too because you said to me last time with Ori that I have to put pressure, not let her play, and I think that's what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm pushing it. Yes.
And this is still good.
Fast.
Yeah. This is still good. Like I said, this is advanced. This is something that don't normally have to teach someone to, like, way higher elo. But with TF, because you're such a, I don't know, different champ. He's such a weird champ in a sense where all of his shit is basically, like, targeted, like, with autos. So it's not like your Ori where you can just, like, constantly poke her under tower, like, really easily without taking tower aggro, or any other mage. Because TF's Q is pretty unreliable.
Yeah.
So yeah, if they don't show you that they're not resetting, you can build up a big wave. Like, you can push slowly, build up another wave, two waves, and then that gives you more time to harass them under tower, makes it more punishing to dive. You can actually ping to dive right now. You should be, at least try to. But yeah, otherwise this is all still very good so far, so it's okay. I'm just like, now I can actually give you those advanced tips because you're doing the basics right.
I had a question. When I'm pushing, like, the three first wave and it's rebound back, I should then just thin it and then make a slow push back.
Well, so, like, so you're talking about, like, if you wanted to create a slow push, like, right here.
Yeah.
So you'll see here, it's basically gonna reset on her side to where, so this is gonna slow push to you technically, right? So you would just, do basically kind of like exactly what you said. You would not hard push this. You would kind of last hit and thin it out, and then you'll see. It's actually kind of hard to explain without, like, a fucking sandbox like we have for skill capped. It's like you don't want to not do any damage to the wave, because if you don't, it'll actually create a big wave for her, and it'll be too much for you to actually get it pushing to her. So it's like you almost want to clear it and like, you still want to be pushing just slower, because then your next wave will show up and stack up with yours. I think I can maybe have an example I can try to show you towards the end, but you'll see if you try to do it. You'll see it's actually not that hard. It's easier than, like, a normal slow push, because It's easier than a normal slow push because they literally can't do anything to the wave at the time, right? Because they're just sitting back there holding all the pressure. They can't do anything. Okay. Also, another easy way to do it, if you do end up struggling for whatever reason to do it this way, if you do just hard push one wave like very fast, like push it optimally and reset the wave to the middle, then that's even easier, right? Wait.
And I'm not bad.
Oh no. Okay, so here's the thing though. It's okay. This is fine. You did everything right. You fucked up the kill at level like 2 or whatever it was, and that happens. You've been playing the lane fundamentally like pretty well. But this is why what I said earlier is so important, right? Like champions like this, these baby mode champs that like have insanely overtuned numbers, there's no reason to ever sit below like there's no reason to ever sit below like missing 100 HP. Because that's how much your corrupting potion gives, right? Just like pop it.
Yeah.
So she has no chance. Because sadly, oh, this is another thing. But I know why you're doing this. So I've noticed a few times here, you'll just like kind of throw Q like this. And I know why, because you said you're trying to push, right? So it's fine. It's just when you throw Q like this, you still have to, because okay, so think about this matchup just in general, not Kiana, but just melee versus ranged, right? Melee versus ranged, it's supposed to be, they can have way less HP than you, but they do more burst than you. You need to like poke them down slowly, right? So if you use abilities like your Q, which is the ability you're putting points in, you are vulnerable. Even when you have at health lead. She actually just jumped in anyway. You weren't even missing any abilities. But this is like, it's a mixture of fundamental melee versus range like dynamic, and her Kiana being just an overtuned like toddler champ. Having this much damage to kill you is just kind of dumb, but that's why.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I just want to say that I wasn't that sad to die on this one because I'm kind of limit testing and I knew that the wave was good for me. So
Yeah.
so I'm not too sad about that. I'm kind of sad that I missed the window for the kill earlier, but that happens.
Yeah, no, it's definitely nothing to be upset about, like this laning so far. You've done everything like above like my expectations for you at the time. So
Nice.
yeah, like a lot of like you like fundamentally you played it right. Okay, not too bad there. So all right, so now this is like a whole nother element of the lane now when she does have HP and is pushing to you, right? So you got to realize that, like, see, that right there, what you just did, I don't like. Well, let me ask you this first. What was your thought process here? To just try to get the wave pushing the other way and just clear it?
I want to thin it so it doesn't crash on my wave, on my tower, so I can do another slow push or something like that.
Okay, so if you let it crash on your tower, that will already start your slow push.
That's
Because, like, the issue with doing this, if you're going to walk up and just, like, cue the wave like this, because what would actually happen here in, like, a higher elo is Kiana won't let you get this close to the wave. Because she has, like, the wave advantage. Like, you have nothing to really... It's not like before where you had a level advantage and stuff like that. Now it's like, it's like almost her turn to do things now. She has the wave. She can walk up and prevent you from doing anything. So when you walk up like this, you throw Q... Like, this is something where you actually could die here. Let me see if she fucks up. I mean, she started with red. Oh, and she didn't grab. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, she's just a griefer. But as you can see here, even with her messing up, this is not a good situation for you.
Yeah.
Because she will do that much damage to you much faster than you can do that much damage to her. Because that's an assassin.
Yeah.
So, like, when the wave... This is a very important rule for any matchup you play. When the wave is slow pushing back to you, you have to you have to respect that.
Okay.
It's one of the most dangerous times to fuck up because it can lead to you getting dove. and then like your lane's fucked. And it's when they actually have like something going for them, even if they're a melee champ and you have a range advantage, like they have the minions to back them up.
Okay.
Does all that make sense?
Yeah, sure. I was kind of still in the mode to play more aggressive.
No, for sure. Yeah, and that's what I want you to do. See, like, notice, like, we can learn a lot more when you're doing that. Now I can, like, tell you why you can't do it, and you can learn like that. If you don't do anything, you never learn, right? So, no, it's much better that you're doing that. Okay, so now here, I think you have the right idea. I think you're going to start pushing. Took a little bit, though. You have your D-mats, right? Like, just D-mat this shit, the ranged minion, and get ready to either hit the... Like, you got to push this faster. It's good that you're not moving to this. But, oh, well, one part about it, though. This is part of the punishment because you just fucked up that trade so bad. Even if you wanted to move to that, you couldn't. It was too dangerous.
Yeah.
So, just something to keep in mind. TF's one of these champs to where, like, he does very low damage. He has the gold card, which is shit early. I mean, what, stuns 1 second? It's just nothing. His ult doesn't do damage. So, like, you have to play more fundamentally sound than other champs. Oh, God. Okay, I mean, I respect it. The attempt. Were you...
Yeah. In my head, I was like, yeah, I have my minions and everything, but I'm gonna level up, so it should be at least trade kills.
If you had your abilities up.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to push... since I took the plate, I was trying to push the next wave so I can reset.
Okay. Yeah, so this is like a really important lesson that we're gonna go over it real fast. Probably the most important thing yet that we're gonna talk about. Okay. So this scenario right here, this is gonna be a very common scenario where you make a mistake. You are in kill range. She can kill you. Literally, like if I'm her, I'm not roaming. You're dead. Like she's just gonna you flashed on. She kills you. There's not much counterplay you have. You should be way back here. But you're gonna be in a scenario where like it's very dangerous for you, and the enemy mid laner is gonna do this troll shit where they roam instead, and it gives you the chance to push, right? And that's what you did. You have to realize though that a recall timer is just as valuable, if not more valuable, than plates. So you have to decide. You have to really see how much time you have, if you can get both or not. So here, she's still making this play, so you can walk up and probably get one plate. But like, once she gets these kills, you have to think, oh, is she like gonna be coming back? Is she coming back now? Because if you read it now that you can just back away and recall. Because think about this: if you walk away and recall, and you can come back to lane before she can push, then like you've now turned that recall timer into like an insanely good scenario for you, where she can't recall. You can kill her. She can't roam, right?
Yeah.
So
in the lane and everything.
It's like a judgment call based off of like this right here. You get the wave cleared, and then you decide, okay, do I push? Do I recall? And then you also have to, and then the other thing is you have to decide based off like how much damage you're doing to the tower. So when you hit it here and you see this, okay, I'm not doing much damage to it. And that play's and like now this play's already over. So it's like, oh shit, this is already over. And I'm not doing much damage to this shit. Right? So like it would have been a very smart play if you just backed off now and just took the recall. I wouldn't expect you to be able to do that, but it's just like I want you to keep in mind that recall timers are super fucking valuable, and the higher elo you get, the harder they are to come by, and they become like even more important. So like I'm fine with you trying to limit test this or whatever. You should make sure you have your abilities up when you do it though. I like that you knew you were about to level up too. That's good. Honestly, it was if you kited her, you actually could have killed her. Even with your abilities down a bit, because like she's griefing so hard too, to where she like grabs the same element. She grabs the wrong element, which gave you a chance to live. So like if you actually kited her here for your abilities, you could have killed her. But either way, does everything like make sense that I just went over?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. Yeah, good. Keep this frozen until she gets back. Just to deny some stuff. Look at this fucking replay. Like, what do I even do? Bro. Is this game dog shit? This game's shit. Whatever. I might actually have to restart the replay. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, okay, hold on. While I was doing that, I missed out on stuff. Okay, so you kept this frozen while she's should be on the way back to lane. Okay, now you see her. Okay. Now, when you saw her here, what was your thought? What was your thought process?
If she's roaming, if I can see her bot, I'm gonna push really fast, really hard.
Okay. So you need to be thinking like that.
I pushed it so she can't roam.
Yeah, you need to make her so this isn't the worst thing, keeping it frozen until you see her bot. The problem is it's like you need to be able to tell that she's definitely going. Because like look at what's happening down here, right? It's not like now let's say there's nothing happening bot lane. No one's fighting or anything. Then it's more reasonable to do what you're doing.
Okay.
But because it's like go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. But when I look at it, I thought that it was a bad roam because Jhin is kinda already dead.
Mhm.
So I was thinking that my bot lane should have known that after that they're gonna pull back. I think I pinged that she was on her way, but
Yeah, no, I totally understand that actually. Like this isn't actually a misplay, I would say then. If that was your thought on it, which let's say like if I was in higher-ish elo, I would think the same thing. And I would keep this freeze, just like you. So I can't blame you for that thought process. Because as long as your reasoning behind it is sound like that, then that's good. That's fine. Because yeah, like that Jin's already dead, your bot lane's full HP, you're right. Like nothing should happen. Are they still gonna die?
Yep.
Wait.
I think. I don't know.
Oh no, they don't die. Okay, cool.
So when I saw a bot, I pushed.
Yep. Okay, perfect. Uh-huh. Punish this mutt. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Perfect. All right, you're playing really well. I like it. I really like it. Uh-huh. Yeah, punish this guy too. No way he's gonna live. Okay, that champ needs to be nerfed. Stun him! Sorry. But you made such a great play and then just pussied out.
Yeah, I thought that. I think my thought process was like he just has to crit me with his last auto and then put an I am dead. But yeah.
So that's fine. You're honestly, in the grand scheme of things, you're probably right. I'm more looking at it as like from a you're actually right. It's a better play for you not to stun him. I'm just getting greedy. You're right. No, you are right here. Because I just know he should die. But it's fine.
If I stun him, he dies. But
right, exactly. It's not worth you dying.
I didn't think that was what my.
It's not.
Death.
It's not. Totally disregard what I just said. I'm being an ape. Now here's this really important what you do from here though. Please, here we go. Can we turn this into a great play? Okay. This is a common one. I've coached like Grandmasters players on this concept. So when you make a play like this, whether it's roaming, whether it's because like you did everything right. You pushed the wave, you crashed the wave. Then you made your roam play. Kiana didn't crash any fucking wave. So what does that mean? Like what is mid wave gonna do?
It's gonna slow push back to me.
Right. So that means after you make this play and Kiana's dead, you just recall, right?
Yep.
So because like anytime you waste like here, this is just now you have to think about it this way. So Kiana's alive now. So now she's on the way back to lane. If you are already recalling, you can be on the way back to lane the same time as her. What's going to happen here is you're going to like clear this. You'll either die or you'll recall and then she gets a roam timer, right?
I'm actually gonna die on this one.
You know, when I'm playing in low elo and I get behind, like, for whatever reason, this is how I come back a lot of the time. Recall timers. So we're seeing a few recall timer issues here, which is fine because now we learn. You're playing well. I like it. I think you're playing really well.
Nice.
Like, I'm impressed with the TF gameplay. I like it. I love seeing some TF. And you're gonna feel much better about your skill level. Like, I mean, think about how much better you are than this player. It's just the truth. All right, let's keep it up though. Okay. Yep.
I had top, so I crashed.
Oh, dude, I need the fucking scoreboard. I'm sorry. I gotta restart. This is fucking cringe ass game. My fucking god, Jesus Christ. Wait. All right. Yeah, you're playing really well right now. I like it. Where were we? Like here?
Before that, I think.
What'd you say?
I think we were before that. I just died.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. So if we look, she's been roaming around a bit, and so we can say actually, literally all three of your deaths were avoidable deaths, right?
Yeah.
Very easily avoidable, actually.
Yep.
And she's just running around. So let's say you didn't die and like give her these free kills, and she still ran around and got these kills. Like, you're still ahead of her in gold.
Yeah.
So now imagine she only like doesn't have the 3 kills from you, then like she just has nothing.
Yep.
So it means you're playing it right. It's just those little mistakes you're letting her like stay in the game a little bit. Nice, yeah, stun her out. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Good, good. And this is perfect. See how you took the time to harass her with your abilities while she was under tower. And so why'd you run back here? I'm curious if you like did this on purpose.
Yeah, because I died 3 times, so I was like, okay, now I have to respect the slow push.
Okay, that's not the reason though. Okay, so I'm going to show you why this is so good. I learned this back in the day when I was a Diana one trick. I saw the guy that I would watch. I saw him do this in his VODs, and I was wondering why he did it. And I learned, so watch. You see this? You walking back here like this.
Okay.
Hecarim, well, it does a bunch of things. It's TF. This is actually a classic TF like thing, where when you leave vision in higher elo, they will ping and it like puts pressure on the map without doing anything. But more importantly, what I'm teaching you here is this is how you dissuade the jungler from coming to you. Because think about it, if you're this guy, why the fuck would you come to here? There's no one here right now, right? Yeah. So like you walking up, chunking her, walking out of vision is like really nice. You got the damage on her, and now the jungler like isn't really thinking about even coming here. Nice. Really, that's a really good angle in the Q2. Careful now. Oh boy. Do you have pots right now? See, we need to. Let's get this habit in for TF right away, though. Just pop that shit. No reason not to. So the longer in the lane, like the longer this gets in the lane, the more it's about like pushing and looking to make a play. And like it's more. So like that little sequence right there, that last wave where you crashed it and like we're trying to harass her, it was a little bit dangerous because we didn't know where Hecarim was, and like there was a fight going on bot lane and he wasn't there, meaning like that's normally a tell that he's either here.
He just did the drag, I think.
Yeah, it just told us that he did dragon, so that's where he ended up being. But basically,
okay, yeah,
he could have killed you. So when at this point in the game, you want to be more like pushing to keep prio and pressure, and only get like really aggressive like that on TF when you have a good idea of where he is, or if your jungler's near, so you can kite to them or whatever. Because like you're just not a champ that has the luxury of being able to like 1v2 really easily or even escape. Okay, crouching potions on now. Oh no, don't come down here. Okay. TF lesson here. All right. So I can't see your point of view here. So when did you look down here, and what were you thinking?
Just after I pushed the wave, I think. So I was like, okay, I need to push this wave. Kiana is not on the screen anymore, so I have to look on what's happening. But
okay, so your thought process here needs to be, I'm going to start, or like, this is like so you need to think of it like risk reward and.
Yeah, skill cap video, this one.
Right, exactly. So like this is totally safe.
Yeah.
There's no chance of death. So when you look down here and you see, like, we got to remember TF's damage here. This guy's not killable. I mean, with Ignite, he's like technically killable. You don't have Ignite. This guy's not killable. So now you start to head down, and now we see Kiana. So now we see Kiana, and then at least with this much HP, this plays, that's it. Because if you ult in here, you get a kill, but you die.
Yeah.
And that means it's not worth it.
Yeah.
So this is super important that you're calling this off and making this decision much quicker than this. You don't even have ult up yet. Shit. That makes it even.
That's what I was. Yeah, that's why I was working towards it to kind of prepare the range and everything. But okay, I got your point.
Yeah. So like, well, this is just a big part of TF, because it's really easy. I had this problem when I played TF at the start, where I'm like trying to ult too much. But I learned watching Dopa, like there's times where he doesn't ult anywhere, because why does he have to when he's being given gold here? Right? For 0 risk. Yeah. So it's like you only go down there. Like the best plays for TF are like ulting down here to dive. That's a play that like pushes everybody ahead, gets you ahead, gets your bot ahead. Yeah. It's just a very like good play. Ulting to just clean up kills is almost like desperation, where you have nothing else you can do. You can't get any gold in mid lane. You know, you're just trying to get some gold where you can. That makes sense?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. I think this is fine. Think you're on a decent amount of gold. Yeah. Alright, so she went Merc Treads. What a bitch. Alright. What do you have now? Magic Pen shoes. I think Magic Pen shoes are okay here.
I took Magic Pen shoes because my thought process is usually if there's another AP in the game, I'm just going with the cooldown shoes. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I took it.
Okay. Yeah, because like her Merc Treads counter your Magic Pen shoes. Yeah, if you understand, I'm not sure if you know exactly how items work or whatever, but like it's funny because like Magic Pen you would think is like the counter to Magic Resist. It's actually the opposite. Magic Resist counters flat Magic Pen. So like this nullifies this. Like she wins in terms of like this is useless now because she has this. Does that make sense? I might have lost him. Oh, his computer froze. I was about to say, he really doesn't get it. Anyway, I can catch up on chat while we wait for him. Oh, hi, Adrian. How you going? How's it going? McBay's dropping his ego today? I don't even have ego. I respect playing TF in a solo queue environment nowadays. Yeah, seriously, I don't even do it anymore. Can you tell him to play jungle? I've told everyone in my stream to play jungle. If he doesn't get those boots, he is further put behind because he won't do any damage anymore. No, he already won't do any really any damage to her anymore.
That's. I am back.
What's the last thing you heard me say?
I was saying that normally I would go with CDR shoes, and it just froze.
I was asking you if you understood how items work in a sense where like Magic Pen is countered by Merc Treads. Like Magic Pen.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so flat Magic Pen is countered by Magic Resist. Magic Resist is countered by percent pen. So like Merc Treads basically counter Magic Pen shoes, and that's why I only go Magic Pen shoes if I don't think they're going to build like any Magic Resist. Otherwise, you're going to get more value out of like tabbies here or CDR shoes. That could work too. But yeah, Magic Pen shoes aren't going to do much if they actually have any Magic Resist at all.
Yeah, Tabby would have been good on this game, yeah.
Uh-oh.
When I'm working like that, it's just mean that I'm looking at
Mhm. Yep.
what's happening.
Okay, you make this play? Yes, sir. Good, you're playing.
When I saw that she took a tower shot, I went for it. She's dead.
All right, so one thing we need to look at. All right. So, did you know if she used ult yet?
Nope.
Okay.
Didn't have the luxury to. Yeah, so I'm near the the wall. Okay, yeah.
Something that Dopa does that even I've been playing TF so long now, but still, like, this is why TF's such a cool champ. His skill ceiling is like really high. You're positioning where you ult. People like wouldn't even realize unless they played him that this actually is a difficult part. So in a scenario like this, you need to think about her escape routes and like her counterplay, right? So putting yourself here, yeah, if she has ult, she can push you and maybe get away. So this was close. You just need to be like right here.
Yeah.
So like she can't. Go ahead.
Usually I'm gonna TP directly on top of the guy I wanna kill. But yeah, I didn't have in mind that she could have. I thought that if I put my TP a little bit further, just where you just showed me, she could escape to the top left. So that's why I was kind of more close to her.
Yeah, so it was close, and it's not that big of a deal because even if she ulted you, I think you could survive. Actually, I don't know. Either way, it's just something to keep in mind that, like, this will be a work in progress always. Like, you'll see, it gets even harder and harder the higher you get. Also, I fucking hate you because now I want to play TF. Anyway, so there's another reason that you ulting up here. It's not good just because you get this kill though. That's not what made this, because just getting one kill with your ult is like okay, but like you could have got almost the same amount of gold, if not maybe the whole entire tower here. So like what makes this a good ult for you?
I denied her the top wave.
No, but you're on the right track. Keep thinking about it a bit. It's important as TF to like understand the game in like a macro sense. So I want you to think about it a little bit.
So, even if she doesn't die here, it is not a problem, I think, because she's losing way too much mid.
So let's start here. So first of all, in mid wave, you crash mid wave. So what's it gonna do?
Push back to me.
Right. So it's gonna push back to you. So that's piece number one.
Yeah.
Now number two, if we look at top lane, so your top laner just died, right? Enemy top laner just died. Your top laner would miss all this CS, right?
Yep.
So now that you're killing both solo laners, Qiyana's missing this. You're going to deny this from Tryndamere. You set up mid wave to slowly push back for this guy. So you're fixing everything with one play. You're fixing all the waves and in making so Jace doesn't lose like anything because he's going to collect a big wave mid. You're going to be able to push this with no one to stop you and go for plates here. Do you see like how big of a play that is in a macro sense, not just the kill. The kill's almost like just the extra little bit you get.
Yeah, I think I run back to mid after that. I didn't think about that. Okay.
I figured you wouldn't do this, but that's why I want to point this out. This is like TF. Okay. This is what TF's ult, and no other champ really. I mean, TP enables you to do something similar, but not as easy because you can't TP to minions right anymore early on. So a play like this with TF turns a situation where it's like your top laner is like, fuck me, like I'm missing all the CS now, into a win for you and him and a loss for both of them on the enemy team. So very big play. But yeah, you need to be here and you need to push this out. Okay. Hit him with a Q. Okay. Because that whole time, that would be slow pushing. They're just bleeding, right? So, yeah. I mean, Qiyana's still gonna miss a lot here, and this is like still okay. It just could have been much better. Did that make sense though? What'd you say?
No, I said sure. That perfectly makes sense.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so you're doing a good job. You're still playing very well. I like it.
Wait a few minutes.
That's okay. That's where things can get kind of tough.
But I'm kind of focusing on the laning phase a lot last time, so I was quite happy with this game.
Yeah, no, for sure. You can see the payoff of you focusing on the laning phase. Look, like it's improved dramatically. I haven't even had to like get tilted yet. All right, so now this is where the next part of the game starts for TF, and this is where it can get a little tricky. Do you ever feel? Go ahead. Tell me.
Yeah. The question is, what's the point with TF now?
Yep.
What should I do?
Yep. So you do the same thing that you do with everybody else. Your goal. So what's your goal as anybody else in this scenario, as Ori or anybody else?
If I was Ori, I would collect mid and defend my T1 mid.
Even though you just took this tower?
Yeah, I was kind of, no. If bot comes mid, I'm kind of shadowing them, and I'm just going to collect side wave.
Okay. So your job before Baron comes up is to get as much gold as you can on anyone.
Okay.
That's your job. To pressure as hard as you can, because that makes the enemy team have to make decisions, and like it opens you up to make plays, and that leads to you getting as much gold as you can, because you can't really. It's not really realistic to end the game before 20. Like that's what Baron's for. So before that time, you just focus on getting as much gold as you can. So you keep this prep pushed as much as you can, and then you look to either you could like run up here right now, because like you want to just be playing towards your pushing lanes. Like here, you don't really want to go to. Okay. But here, because like think about it. Odds are, there could be someone on the way up here. Hecarim, even Vel'Koz could come from base to come here. Look, and he's not, but that's fine. If you're there for that, like if you run up here, you're not losing anything. There's nothing else you can really do. But if you go down here, like look how dangerous. Like Hecarim's gonna be here. If you come down here, you could just get 3-man dove.
Yeah.
Right. So, you just keep pushing, and if you ever see them all on the map. You just push right down mid. Okay, see, like you have the right idea here. It sucks that, of course, they nerf this, making it harder for us, but yeah, you're playing correctly actually. It's a little looks like me out here. Okay.
Best compliment ever.
That's funny. Okay, so now you have Lich Bane, nice, and I'm assuming you're gonna go Hourglass third, right?
I don't think I went. I don't remember, but I usually don't. Like I know that TF has very little damage, so if I'm ahead like this, I'm trying to output the maximum damage I can. So I think I went death capped after that.
I mean, I respect the hell out of that. That's that like big dick energy and everything, but sadly. We cannot do that. Okay. This game has like so many different reasons you need Hourglass. Because TF when he gets ahead, or like TF doesn't do that much damage, but if you're dead, it doesn't matter. Like there's no way to play safe as TF. Like you have to get in there in auto range, right?
Okay.
So this game is such a good Hourglass game that I wouldn't even mind if you went at second, but you need it third.
Okay.
Tryndamere, Hecarim, like Hecarim ult, Qiyana ult, Tryndamere all-ins. It's just like pretty much necessary. Okay, so you should push one more mid first, but this is like an okay play. You can kill him too. Oh, no. Okay. So, let's first talk about this real fast. The reason why I said I would rather you push one more mid first, because it would take a very little amount of time, and it makes it so Qiyana literally has nothing she can do. She can't hit your tower. She can't deny you any minions. It like basically removes all counterplay from her. It doesn't make this the wrong play, which you did. It's just I really like. I really like making it so they can't do anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna be punished on that.
Yeah, it's like you're losing something when you don't have to be.
Yeah. Yeah, even if I think the time is of the essence here, because if I push one more wave, okay, it's gonna take me like, I don't know, 5-6 seconds. I think that all those guys are dead in 5-6 seconds. That's why I rushed down.
Yeah, so that could happen. And basically the way I look at it is you don't know. You don't know exactly how fast this fight's going to be. And what's more important to me is that I don't miss anything first. And if after I clear this quickly, I Q down because your Q's going to kill all these 3 instantly.
Yeah.
And then you just have to kill these, which is easy with the red card. So like you could like push this and then maybe ult down here and get a kill, even if like if they die and the play's not there anymore. I think that's fine. Okay. I just would much rather you. It's like I'm trying to think how to explain this. It's like in my head, it's like I don't want to call it sloppy, but do you see what I mean? It's like loose ends or something.
Yeah. It's not clean. Okay.
Yeah. There's like no right or wrong play. It's just my personal preference. It might be just like an OCD thing. I don't even know. I prefer no counterplay from them. I prefer just
but that's
yeah. But like this isn't the wrong play or anything. This is fine. Now there is one wrong play here.
The flash out.
This is also like normal. You didn't know how much damage you would do here.
Nope.
You didn't know you could kill them both.
Nope.
Because if you did,
it's ingrained in my mind that TF doesn't do any damage.
So the thing with TF, what can make him strong is so when you get ahead like this, remember your passive is something that gives you. Look how much gold it's given you. Yeah. So nearly 2 kills worth of gold. And you are 3 levels up on Jhin. 3 levels. Yeah. So this guy, you should never be walking this way. You should have been on top of this Vel'Koz, making sure there's no way he'd get away, because you're just going to kill him with autos and you'll kill the Jhin. But you let him like walk a little bit further than he should have been able to. And then here, look, watch how much damage you do here. If you autoed him right there with your Lich Bane in your stacked deck, think about how much damage that would have done. Then all you have to do is survive like a few seconds.
Okay.
And if you're calm here, you're not getting hit with Jhin W. Trust me. If you're calm, which you're not, obviously, you're like kind of freaking out, which is understandable. But if you know you have the damage to kill them and they can't kill you when you first TP down, it's an entirely different mentality, right? You're not freaking out. You're walking ahead of Vel'Koz, make sure he can't get away, and then you stun this guy and hit him with the stacked deck, and then you're just kind of kiting around, making sure he doesn't hit you with W, because like it's actually so hard to hit the fucking Jhin W if they're not like trying to dodge something else at the time or whatever the reason. And then as soon as your W is back up, he's dead.
Yeah, because I'm gonna die here.
Because if you see your gold card into Q did nearly half his health.
Yep.
Because you are fed. Oh shit.
Yep.
Now
I'm gonna die here. Yeah.
And so now he punished you for not killing him before that, right?
Yeah.
So now this isn't like a big deal. It's more just like that is one of the limit tests you need to go for, though. And the way to do it, like the way I like to do it, is like when you hit him with this right here, the damage you just saw, that can kind of give you an idea if you can kill him or not. Oh shit, my 2 abilities just did that much damage. I don't even... Was that even a... Hold on a second. I need to see something. This W into Q had no Lich Bane whatsoever.
Let's see that.
So that's how much this fucking dog shit game. Oh my. That's how much damage like you had here. So yeah, it's like you need to, these are the kind of limit tests, because if you did just like say fuck it, I'm gonna try to kill him, you would have been like, damn, that was easier than I thought. Like, wow, I do a lot more damage than I thought. And then now you've learned a little bit more about how much damage you do. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe I'm just kind of happy with what just happened.
Yep.
So.
No, I know exactly what you're saying, and that's fine. Like I said, this isn't the biggest deal. It's just when it comes to limit testing, it is. Literally every League player even at the highest level, like permanently is like limit testing still, because like it's something that never stops, and it's almost like you just learn to naturally do it.
Yeah.
But like, you know, we're limit testing down to like fucking double digits a lot of the time. But like we didn't do it just by fucking, you know, calculating it. Like it's from experience and like trying, right? Oh yeah, so because so you see how like you lost mid tower because like the wave wasn't pushed.
That's why when you said it, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be punished on this.
Yeah, but like I said, it wasn't the wrong play. Nice. Okay. Let's push midway. Okay, so this is where like the tough part of the game for TF starts, kinda. Or well, like the part where you probably would feel the most lost. Is like the mid game. Now the towers are falling. Push mid, just Q it. Okay. Okay, so make sure we're being optimal with those.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell you how many times I get lazy with it, and I'm like, I gotta stay for one more Q, and I die.
Yep.
Okay. All right. What's wrong with like this picture here? Like so where are you going here? Like in your mind, what were you thinking?
I think I was scanning the map. When I'm scanning the map, I always walk back.
Okay. Looks like looks like you're walking bot side.
Yep.
Why are you walking bot side?
No. Yeah, I should have gone top. Yeah, because it's my winning lane. Okay.
Right. He's pushing. Like this guy. Look at this guy. Now in low elo, there's a chance that like Elise has to come down here, but like if Elise comes down, if basically, let's say Elise was down here, you press R, the first thing you're looking for is Hecarim. Because it's going to be 3v3, not like she's not in this. And, you know, TF isn't the best like damage carry. It's more about like creating numbers up plays. So, oh boy, here we go. Okay, so this is where Hecarim was.
Yeah, I always check the map. I thought that we had time to kill at least one or two.
Wait, hold on. Did you? Okay. Also, let me see here real fast. Wait, what the fuck? How did we not see Hecarim from that plant? Whatever. Okay. So like, yeah, so this play is still like makeable. It's just you will see the higher you get, the less this will work. Basically, and you have to basically, if you're gonna make a play like this, you have to have all the information and know that it like you're totally safe to do it. There's no way it gets turned, because it gets turned so much more often than, you know, than you would think because of like TF's low damage output. Okay, but this is actually part of what I'm talking about. So you see how like you guys came down here and it was a what? It was a 3v2. Look how much damage everyone took. And Hecarim was right here, right? Yeah. So like this is what I mean, but like it's so dangerous. Even if you don't die doing it, if you take a lot of damage like this, like you basically need to be thinking, okay, we're gonna get this kill. Kiana's gonna be on the way, and we have to leave fast. Because you guys took look, Hecarim actually kills her here. Wait, Hecarim actually kills her here? This game's shit. I can't see his items either because this game's shit. So yeah, like you got to get the hell out of here. You see, you're trying to like, I'm not sure.
I knew I was dead, like, because if I went back, she should have just pushed me on the tower.
Yep.
I knew I was dead.
So as you can see here, even though it looks like an easy fucking play, right? It's never that. When you're going to a losing lane, it's never that easy.
Yeah.
And there's always risk involved. Whereas if you just you could just go dive top lane or try to, because Tryndamere actually is diveable, especially if he's just gonna like jump on your Jace or something, which he probably would. Okay, let me see what you're doing here. I'm curious where you go from here. Okay, not a big fan of this. Okay, so after you killed this Tryndamere, what was your thought process? Mid?
Yeah.
Why?
Because a Drake is spawning and they're gonna fight near it.
Okay. So, here's the thing. TF is a champ who's all about waves, right? His thing is like pushing waves, make the enemy team respond, and then using that tempo advantage to do things. If you're constantly chasing and constantly playing reactively like this, you're not playing him the way he needs to be played.
Normally, I think I kind of want to be proactive, but I think my teammates are way too far behind. That's why I'm kind of playing safe here. But I got your point.
Oh no, that I had that issue too. And then after watching
the thing is,
yeah, go ahead.
if I push, I don't know. If I push I should push bot lane, I think. But if I push bot lane and I'm on my own because no one is pressuring the map, I know that I'm gonna die and I couldn't farm or anything. But is it worth it or something?
Pushing which lane? Bot lane, you said?
Yeah, bot lane because the first tower is still up.
No, you want to push top lane here.
Okay.
You can let Jace go bot lane. But like Tryndamere just died, right? Yeah. So like after he dies, that gives you a lot of time to start pushing this. Because then think about it, when he comes out of base, then he has to make a decision.
Like the wave.
He either loses all of this and is going to start pushing back towards you, or he goes to whatever fight that could potentially happen, right? If he goes to this, now you have a tempo advantage that you can use to make a play. If he doesn't, now you're taking this.
Okay. I struggle a lot with what lane I should push on the side. Okay, I see your point.
And it's because like Jace, if Jace was alive and like here already, he could push this and then you go bot or something. But this guy just died, so you want to start pushing this as fast as possible so you can get like as big of a tempo advantage as possible in top lane because that's where he's going to go, right? But now no one's pushing this. Yep. And now like so Jace is going to head to it once he comes to live, right? But now like time is ticking on the Tryndamere. It's like Jace probably can't even get all this pushed in before Tryndamere is up. So like it doesn't, see how that like is different.
Yep.
And on your note on like your teammates being behind, it makes you feel like don't worry about your teammates being behind. TF is a champ. You need to be farmed. You need to be fed because otherwise he's just a gold card bot. You need to be strong enough that you can hold your own in the side lane, take towers. So, like, you should be licking your chops to push this wave, the next one, the next one, the next one, and potentially get this. Like, who cares if your teammates die at Dragon? You get, like, 1,000 fucking gold from that, right? Okay. Push midway.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roaming around.
Do you feel the need to do something? Are you, like, feeling like you need to make a play? Yeah, so that's like what I was going to talk about this earlier because again, I had the same problem. You don't have to make a play.
Okay.
You
just need to farm and push wave.
You just need just keep the waves pushed. That's literally your thing. You push and you keep the waves pushed. You don't let like this right here like can get you a kill, but you're going to see like when you get into higher reloads, you're going to do this, but they're going to be pushing mid because you didn't push it. And now, like, this gets you a kill, and they get all this pressure mid lane. They get the tower. Now they use mid prio, and because they had mid wave pushed, they go to this or Baron or whatever it is, right? Okay. So this kill's not as useful as you would think it is. And now with her dead, you should just push bot. But yeah, you should just you got to clear that mid wave. That play is different than the earlier one where I said there's no like right or wrong play, like it was how you did. That was just the wrong play. You have to push mid lane there. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so now you know where everyone is, so you can just push this. Don't leave. Oh, wait. Are you going... You're critting, so you went Lich Bane and now you're going rapid fire? Right?
Yep, yeah.
Okay, so... You don't want to do that shit either, because now you're delaying core items too hard. Like, you either pick Rapid Fire or Lich Bane.
Okay.
Lich Bane was the right choice this game. Rapid Fire would have been fine too, especially if you were behind. But, like, Lich Bane was good here, but then you have to... Because you still need, like, Death Cap, Void Staff, Hourglass. You don't got space for this shit. But, anyway. You're in a good spot here, so let's push. Keep pushing. You're level 15, so... This is what I mean by like being fed and farmed being important. Like this level 12 Kiana, I mean, I don't know. Kiana's actually so overtuned. Who the fuck knows? And you don't have Hourglass. Maybe she can kill you, but she shouldn't be able to kill you, especially if you're building right. Oh no. So like you knew where everybody is. Like you could keep pressuring, but it's actually fine to leave. But you just need to like recall though. You shouldn't be like okay. So you only have two options here. When you push all the way like this, you took the tower. You have two options: keep pushing, or reset to spend your gold. This fucking dog shit game won't let me see your gold, but I know you have a lot.
I think I'm quite far ahead.
What'd you say?
No, I think I'm quite far ahead in gold here.
Yeah, and like you have some to spend. There's no other like you walking to here. That takes the same amount of time as recalling and walking to here.
Yeah, okay.
But you actually get a base in between, which is very valuable, like we talked about. So yeah, we don't want to see this. You only have two options when you're making a split push play like that. So now it's hard to get a recall again. You like kind of lost your window a bit. Okay, push mid wave. Okay, so you see, we're still chasing. We started pushing something, but then we stopped and
still active.
Yeah, and didn't push mid wave. This is another problem with doing this. You're face checking at all times.
There's my flash.
Yeah, so this is okay. So let's have you recall here. I wish this fucking game show me this. Oh. Double tap. Wow, she actually killed someone? No fucking way. This is fucking baby mode champ. Wait, how did she kill him? This game's shit. Anyway, kill this guy.
I was waiting for my cooldown.
Could have a little bit better movement there, but it's fine. Alright, so reset quick.
I have the
Actually healing a good amount from red buff and Rod of Ages. I like it. Look at that shit. Nice. Finally we're pushing some shit. Okay, yeah, keep going. You motherfucker. If you have Hourglass, like, you don't have to be afraid of this guy at all.
Yeah.
I can't see your items. Do you know what items you have here, or do I have to restart it?
I don't remember, honestly.
Fuck this game! This shit game! Sorry. Alright. Okay, so yeah, your mid games definitely need some work. And I think that the biggest thing here is to like remember this proactive versus reactive thing. Okay.
I don't need to make a play. I just have to push.
Yeah, don't feel the pressure to make a play, like, because all that does is the reason why. This is something I learned like playing like competitively. One of the biggest things you learn is like forcing shit never fucking works. It's awful. Forcing plays is just the worst. So when you feel the need to make a play, you will end up forcing, and it's throwing. Because there's no reason that you have to, like, think about it. What's the reason you have to make a play? Right? There's no reason.
Yeah, I think my thought process is if we are behind and we just let the flow go on, and we're gradually become more and more behind. That's why I have to kind of get that.
Well, that's technical. That's true in a sense where low elo players have this thing that I fucking hate, where they're behind and then they don't do anything. I'm not telling you don't do anything. I'm telling you not to force plays and to keep the waves pushed. Keeping the waves pushed, you can't lose. Think about it. How are they going to do anything if the waves are pushed?
Okay.
Right? So I'm not telling you to just sit on your tower and do nothing. Because that's what, like, then yeah, if you just sit on your tower and do nothing, the enemy team will just take everything and you'll lose. I'm telling you you don't have to force a player to do anything. You just need to, like, keep your waves pushed. You will catch them making bad plays because, or like you will catch them in a scenario where you can use your ult to make like a numbers up play because you're pushing the waves. Because you push it, someone has to catch it. Then during that window, you look around. If something's happening, you can make that play. If not, you do the same thing. You just keep pushing waves, and then the window will, like, it'll happen. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
It's different.
Where the fuck were we? Oh, right. Okay. I'm a little far. Oh, wait. I can see your items. Wait. Hold up. Let me see your items. Okay, you're going death cap. Okay. Because basically right now it's just very easy. Like, think about the decisions the enemy team needs to make right now. They don't need to do anything. They just keep, because you see how you keep like responding to Tryndamere. You have to keep making that decision.
Yeah.
Do I push this or do I have to respond to Tryndamere, right? Like you need to be making them make the same. Nice. This was a really good ult. I like that. This was an ult for like information, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. These are like rare, but it was good in a sense. So with this information, you have multiple good plays you can make. What are those? Tell me the plays you can make with this.
Could kill the 2 mid. After that, we can go Baron or something. I don't know. Or I can pick, make a pick on Vel'Koz or Jhin.
Yeah, so those are the 2 plays. So you have 3 different plays you can make. This guy's actually, he actually has a lot of HP. It shouldn't matter. Thing is, actually, yeah, with the items you have, yeah, it shouldn't really matter. But this is the easiest one. This guy's fucking dead. There's no surviving. Or you can, like, you see where everybody is, you can just like focus on this. All of them would be fine. Let me see like how you play it. Don't be afraid though, like get in there. Okay. Clear the wave. You should just ping Baron. Your teammates won't fucking listen to you anyway, because they all probably want fucking dragon. But you should ping it at least, because okay, you see, this is what happens.
All comes back to what you said earlier. Okay. Good.
And now you guys all throw the game for dragon. Fucking classic.
I'm gonna die. It's cool.
And you're gonna die. Jesus. Alright. So, alright. This is where you need to be like me. But you gotta tell me honestly here. After you guys did this right here, what were you thinking? Baron?
After this?
Dragon? What?
I honestly thought Drake, because we already have Baron, because we already have 2, but I knew that
they
wouldn't go. Yeah. Okay. I don't remember. Maybe I was like, okay, just deny the third one.
So like, see that line of thinking, that's like the illness creeping in. The dragon illness. You see what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck cares if they get 3 dragons?
Yeah.
You guys get something that can like end the game for you.
Yeah. True.
So now, like I said, they probably wouldn't even fucking listen to you. But if they did, that'd be great. There's no harm in trying to. And if I'm you, I don't go to this fucking dragon. I don't give a shit. I'll just push right down mid. Like,
but if I don't go there, then we all died here. But if I don't go there, they're gonna die sooner. I don't know. Okay.
You see, you're figuring it out on your own. I don't even have to tell you.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to die with the brain deads. Like, if they want to go do it, by all means. What I would like to do a lot is like push mid, and then like I pay attention to this, and then I'll like flank if the play is still like need to be made. Problem is, you guys didn't push any fucking waves, so even though you made this play, like Tryndamere makes a good play and is like punishing you guys for this useless fucking objective. You know how useless this shit is? It doesn't do shit compared to like. It's not that it's useless literally, it's just that compared to all the other things, all the other factors, Baron, towers, inhibs, minions, all that other stuff, like it's nothing.
Yeah.
So if you've noticed here, how many fights, how many times have we done the classic TF, pull someone to me and then ult to make a good play somewhere? How many times have we done that?
0. But
0.
I've done it in the next game I did. I was thinking about that because I was watching. I don't know who. So I'm gonna trying to be more proactive on this one.
You know what we should do after this? We should go watch the king himself just for fun.
Yeah. Nice.
Because like that's where I learned all of this. You know, like.
Yeah, the problem is when I watch him, I don't understand what he's doing.
Right, and it takes a little bit. So let's let me think. So okay, let's just let me summarize because we went over kind of a lot because I went pretty in depth because it's TF and I love TF. But the big things for you: one, your laning improved like a lot. That's like really important. That's the harder part, honestly. That's the hardest part.
Okay.
You just need to like execute a little bit better, you know, in like recalls. The recall timers in lane are what got you fucked a lot of the time. Respecting enemy big wave.
Okay.
And then the mid game stuff, you don't have to force a play. You are looking to get as much gold as you can and use TF's ability to like instantly go somewhere else on the map to like so push because that's why you have to be fed as TF. That's why dope is so good. That's like the hard thing. And higher elos, TF's laning is dog shit. But Dopa like always wins lane somehow. So like because he wins lane, he can always have pressure, so he can always ult and not lose anything for it. That when you're behind and you try to ult and you're getting shoved in, you're always gonna lose something, which is like it's not even worth.
Okay.
So the laning phase is like very, very important and you did good.
Nice.
So you just need to win lane like you did, and then nonstop push, and then you will by bringing someone to you and then paying attention to the map, you can use your ult to make a play that there's no way it goes wrong. Sometimes it will because TF sucks, but you see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But those are like the main things. Does everything we went over make sense?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. But I'm glad to see that you're improving, though. That was actually a big improvement from what I first saw.
Nice. Thanks a lot.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to hop out of the Discord call, but I might on stream watch, especially while I'm in queue. I might watch.
Okay. I'm gonna go on the stream. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I'll like explain to you like what he's actually doing.
Nice. Okay. Thank you.
Yep. I will see
you
you
in
when you
2
get your
weeks.
next session. Yep. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
See ya.